The altcoin market is bleeding as Bitcoin took a huge dip right down to about 91.5K. This is one of the bloodiest bloodbath I've seen this year, and this has caused so many people to be in pain, discouraged, and some of you guys are gonna say, "Oh, quit crypto." But guys, dips like this, movement like this in the market is how millionaires is how we make money in the crypto space. So today's video is going to be focusing on whether it's the right time for us to start buying altcoins, or we should wait a little bit to see what Bitcoin will do. And let's also look at where this dip could take Bitcoin to, because guys, let's be honest with each other. Bitcoin moves the market, and if say we're not able to determine where Bitcoin might get towards, then plan ahead of time. Then we are going to be investing in our altcoins blindly, and that's something I don't want us to do on my channel. Or if you say you are following me, I don't want you to be investing blindly. I always want everyone who follow me diligently to understand the bigger picture. That's why I've been talking about the possibility of Bitcoin going to this level in my previous videos. Go and watch my previous Bitcoin videos. You're going to see what I've mentioned about these current levels, and also how I mentioned that if Bitcoin keeps staying above $102,000, then we can see Bitcoin go to about 110K. And if Bitcoin stays below $102, then there's high chances that we can go and revisit the previous low. And this is something I think most of you don't pay attention to, because you focus solely on your altcoins that is dumping. You don't also see why are these altcoins dumping in the first place. And also, I want us to look at dominance and look at the altcoin market to see what's going on. If you're new on this platform, you are watching the BETONG Crypto. Yeah, I talk about market structure, support and resistance, when to buy, when to take out profit. I show you areas where price could go to, and our focus here is Bitcoin. We want to make more Bitcoin. And if say you are interested in such content, then make sure you are subscribed to this platform. Having said all this, let's dive right away to analyze where we are at this point in time and where we might be heading towards. And I'm going to show you guys exactly which areas or which zones we can start buying again. This is Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame, and looking at this time frame, we can see clearly that Bitcoin left this movement left Bitcoin from 100 below $102,000. This was the area here below this zone, and right down to about $91,000. That's huge. That's a huge drop. And if still I have to calculate how much Bitcoin dump, let me just see or give or take from this zone from here to this zone down there, that's about 10%. Let me just say 11%. So Bitcoin took a huge 10% dip, and this caused so many altcoins out there in the market to dip as well. You can see from crypto bubbles, you can see that most altcoins are down 27%, 15%, 18%, 30%, which is bad. It's bad, and this should give you signals that Bitcoin should be your main focus when you are doing your TA. Look at what Bitcoin is doing, and if Bitcoin is doing well, then you want to also get into your altcoin. But now, what I want us to establish here is where we are on the higher time frame. Okay, because it's very important. If you know where we are on the higher time frame with Bitcoin, we can easily determine where we might be heading towards on the lower time frame. So this is Bitcoin on this time frame, and for us to actually be realistic, we can say that Bitcoin might be looking at this level here that we have this volume profile here, the value area low, which is about $88,000, $88,500. They can push price right down, even though we are seeing it here. I'm going to explain more better why I think or what scenario will prompt them to bring price to this area. But looking at where we are right now, this daily candle has been forming, or took price downward around this 91 point, or let's just say 91,000. Now we are seeing this buyback, towards I think towards the POC, which is going to be around $97,000. So if we see Bitcoin, this daily candle, close above $97,000, then there's high chances that Bitcoin is going to go and attempt, let's say $108,000, or maybe even go and make the next all-time high. But so far as price is below the POC where we are right now, the POC is below 97,262. So provided price is below this POC, there's high chances that price is gonna go towards the value area low. And if price stays above the POC, then price can still go to target the value area high, which is above, which is around $102,000. And if say price stays above the value area high, that's it should take price to above $103,000, then we should be good again with altcoins. Okay, but now we are in a danger area. This daily candle hasn't yet formed fully. We don't know yet how it's gonna go. Maybe it's gonna come right down to it. All of this liquidity here, we can see from these vector candles, there's a lot of liquidity here that they can come and grab, which is something doable. They can come right down to $80,000 or $76,000, or they can even bring it down to $68,000. These are all possibilities. But looking at current price action, I will say that Bitcoin is doing a good job. If price can still close around this zone here, because there's a good zone here. If the price stays above this area here, then it's still good for Bitcoin. So whatever the case is, if Bitcoin stays here and moves sideways, or let's say we see the next daily candle still hold this zone, the next one still hold this one. For example, let's just say price do something like this. Price move go up like that, come down a little bit, hold, go up, come down, hold, go up. So price can be doing something like this, but we want to see price keep holding that area. And if price keep holding this zone here, then we can confirm that maybe price can attempt this $104,000 or go to around $108,000. So Bitcoin looks somehow bad and good. Good in the sense that we are still in structure. Looking at like currently, as of the time I'm doing this video, we are still in structure, but I don't know what will happen after this or within the next 12 hours. We still have a long way to go, and we don't know what might happen with Bitcoin. And now, if we look at the liquidation heat map, we can see clearly that Bitcoin can go right up to $105,000, for the next 3 days. And if we are looking at this for the next 24 hours, price can take us to around $102,000. And this price action is in confluence to the value area high, which is around $102,000. So if Bitcoin is able to make its way above this value area high here and stay above it, then there's high chances that we can go within the next 3 days to hit $105,000, which is above this area here. But again, we have to be realistic to see, okay, what has price been doing in the past? Because if you look at this on the daily time frame, see that price have rejected this zone multiple times, right? I saw this and I immediately said to myself that maybe we're gonna go and attempt this low again. You can see price has been moving within this range here, down, up, down, and this is the second time price is getting here. This move here is the second move. The first move was here. It came down here, moved sideways. It went up here, it reject. Now we are seeing this move here, which has happened 3 times. More than 3 times, like multiple times. But this long week here happened here before 2, 3 times. So if this is able to hold, then we can establish that this is going to be a key area for Bitcoin to hold and maybe go and attempt the next hype. But I'm still worried. Why? Because there's a lot of liquidity here that they can come and grab. On top liquidity here, looking at these vector candles, and also there's this one below here that if say they come and grab, then maybe we can say we are ready to go make the next move to the upside. But these zones are key areas where they can still push price to, eat this liquidity here, then take price back to the upside. And if you sit there and think that they cannot bring price here, then you fail. The market makers don't care whether they bring price here or there. They care only about the most areas where they can go and grab liquidity to make profit. This is a business, and those running the business want to make profit. So as much as you see price holding key areas, you have to prepare yourself for what awaits you in the future. TA is more about speculation, and we speculate based on previous price action. And based on previous price action, I can say to you that this is what might happen, this is what will happen, and so on. But I'm not 100% guaranteed that this is what will happen. But there are certain behaviors that when price start behaving that way, we can start thinking, okay, maybe price is going to do this next. And that's why we need to have proper risk management to help protect our portfolio. And guys, if say you're interested to learn more TA, I can take you in my one-on-one session where I teach you more on market structure, support and resistance, when to buy, take out profit. And trust me, it's not an easy thing. It takes time, but together we're gonna do this. So if say you're interested, make sure you go below this video. There are links where you can connect with me directly. But let's dive into this other aspect of the market, which is dominance. Dominance get to a zone where I marked in the past. This is a clear zone that I've been talking about for dominance in the past, but we have to also look at the fact that Bitcoin dominance actually is like a pivot point here, because if you understand Bitcoin dominance, how it moves, it will help you to invest in your altcoins diligently. It will also help you to know when to stay away from altcoins and to know when to buy. You can see clearly on this chart that I've done analysis in the past about this Bitcoin dominance, and I have mentioned in one of my videos, I think not only one of my videos, a couple of my videos, that Bitcoin dominance can hit towards where we see the alpha trend printed the sell signal, yeah, and if possible, it can go right up to 74%. And it has hit this target, yeah, around 64%, which is something I talk about in one of my videos. I think multiple videos in the past when Bitcoin was still, yeah, I mentioned that they can spike it to the upside or even take us right to this where we have this red vectors, around this zone here. And this is something that I think is doable. It costs them nothing to keep driving dominance to the upside. And when Bitcoin keep eating all the liquidity in the market, it shows that Bitcoin is the strongest asset out there in this space. So if say you are allocating something in your portfolio, you should be having Bitcoin more so that in times like this, you'll be able to hedge against most of the altcoins that are dumping so you can buy more of them during the dump. I've been talking about this on my platform long time ago that Bitcoin is my USDT, Bitcoin is my fiat. I use Bitcoin to trade other altcoins. If Bitcoin dumps 10% and altcoins dump to 30%, I have opportunity to sell some of my Bitcoin to buy, this altcoin. So this is how I go about the market. I don't care if Bitcoin is going to drop 10%. And what I do care is that altcoins are going to give me more opportunities when Bitcoin drops that much. And this is the kind of knowledge I want you guys to learn on this platform. Make sure you have most of your asset in Bitcoin. You can have 50%, 60% in Bitcoin. Right now, I want to go and look at those coins that have been down tremendously. Go to my Bitcoin, try to see how I can get some Bitcoin out and convert it into those altcoins, then start trading those altcoins to cover the losses that I've incurred during the downward trend in the market. So I try to trade, to balance my losses. And this is the same skills I want you guys to learn. You see, you are interested. So looking at dominance, I would say that we are still at a zone where we can go right up to 74 or 70%, for dominance. It's still possible. Don't go out this. And looking at the fact that dominance spiked right up to 64%, they can still take dominance right back to that zone before bringing it back down. But so far as we are above this 50-day moving average, we are still in danger. For altcoins can still dump. That's why I think if we go to the lower time frame, like the daily time frame for dominance, we can see that we still have a long way to go, but it won't just happen instantly. Price still have to come and eat most of this liquidity here, so we can see dominance go right down to about 59%. And if dominance goes down to that level, then altcoins are going to be doing well. Now, talking about altcoins, let's see what this is showing us. This is Tota Tree. Now we can see that Tota Tree, made this huge move to the downside, and it bounced around the bottom moving average and the 200-day moving average, which is good. I want to see Tota Tree stays above the 200-day moving average and the bottom moving average, and also this zone that I marked in the past. So if we are able to stay within this area, within this zone, then we are gonna be in a good spot for Tota Tree, because at the same time we can still see price do something like this. It can do something like this, which is possible. Like let me just show what I mean by that. Like go like this, come a little bit downward, then from there take the next move to the upside. So that's why I think now is the right time to buy. Don't buy any coin right now. If say you are experienced, then you can trade them, but don't buy any coin right now for long term investment. Wait a little bit for the market to settle. When the market settle, then you can now start looking at the buy opportunity. Now, talking about when you're going to be buying, let's look at Bitcoin. For example, this is Bitcoin right now at this point in time. Let me go to this chart so I can show you more better. So this is Bitcoin at this point in time where we are. Let's just go on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, looking at what price has done, as I mentioned, don't just buy now. Wait for price to play, like to trade sideways around this zone here. That's going to be around $95,000. If we see price trade above that price point, then I think we can see the next move to the upside. And if say price is not able to stay above there, if we see price around $93,000, $92,000, then they're gonna bring it right down to $88,000. And if they bring it to $88,000, they can still bring it to $80,000. And that's gonna be really bad for some altcoins that we are holding. So if you want to buy altcoins, wait a little bit, don't just rush into it. I'm gonna be sharing more info to my Telegram community, so make sure you're part of my community. The links are found below this video. Go there and join my free Telegram community. I'm going to be sharing with you guys what is going on with Bitcoin and the different zones where I think you should start looking at a buy. And also I'm going to be doing more videos on certain altcoins that I'm holding, that I'm investing in. And if say you are holding those altcoins, don't bother. I'm going to show you guys also in a separate video on what you should be looking at on those altcoins. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully this video was helpful to you to give you some perspective of what is going on in the market. And Bitcoin dumping doesn't mean that Bitcoin is dead or Bitcoin is not going to go to the next all-time high. We have seen this over and over again in the market. This is something which is not new to me. I've been in this space for a long time now. So those of you who are new, I think it's new to you and you are looking at your portfolio bleeding. You're saying to yourself, this is it now. Don't sell if you didn't sell before. Wait for price to recover. When price get to key levels, you can sell. Or you just allow price to do what price love to do, recover fully. Then you can now start looking at ways to, reduce some of your altcoins that you are holding, be more into Bitcoin, start looking at some few altcoins to buy. Then when Bitcoin gives you more signal, you buy those altcoins. And I can teach you how this works on my platform. So if this content was helpful to you and you want me to keep creating more of such market analysis content, then make sure you are subscribed, thumbs up, and share this content with someone else out there. Having said all this good stuff, guys, see you in the next video. Ciao. Bye-bye.